In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Infinex, which is another crypto app that you might be interested in. So in this video, I'm going to break down what this project is, why you should care, how you can potentially make money from this, give you a quick walkthrough on how to use it, and then I'll also give you my overall take on it, as well as talk about some of the risks. So for starters, what actually is Infinex? They're calling themselves the crypto everything app, and it's kind of accurate, but not completely, not yet anyways. When you sign up, you get a wallet, you have built-in swaps and bridges, and then you can also do a bunch of other stuff within the app. However, there's still a lot of missing functionality to call this the everything app because it doesn't have perps trading, for example, and it doesn't have that much in the way of DeFi integrations. As you can see here, the apps tab itself is actually grayed out and coming soon. And before I walk through a quick and simple tutorial on how you can get started using Infinex, let's talk about why you might actually care. And the main thing is realistically that you can actually make money by being early to this and by using this app. There's really two reasons to do anything in crypto. One is to make money, and the second is to have fun. There's not that many actual fun applications in crypto, so most of the time we're focused on making money. And Infinex certainly has lots of opportunities. So just by using this application, you can earn airdrops. I've already earned a couple of airdrops from just the basic things that I've done here. You can also potentially qualify for an airdrop from Infinex itself, because so far the airdrops that I've earned in this are of other tokens like Pengu and the PET token. Now, Infinex has raised over $65 million, which they did via the sale of an NFT, these Patron NFTs. So they have a decent amount of funding, and they will at some point likely be dropping a token. Another way that you can make money on Infinex is to check out the Earn tab, and up here at the top where it says reward campaigns, it will show you the different opportunities you have to participate in these to make money. So for example, right now they've only got one on, and this is if you hold at least $1,000 of SUSD, then you will earn a weekly share of OP tokens from Optimism. So there's a bunch of different incentives, and you can come back to this to check out the latest ones and different ways to actually make money. So there's lots of ways to be rewarded by using this app. So how can you get started? Simply go to the Infinex app and then click on this button at the top right hand corner that says sign up. Now, one of the great things about Infinex is that you can actually create an account using like an iCloud passkey or a phone or a tablet or some other form of login. You can also use a Chrome profile. And so that means that you don't actually already have to have a crypto wallet to sign up for this. So what I did for this account is I signed up with my Apple device ID, and that makes it super easy to log in, because if you sign in with, for example, your Apple device passkey, all you have to do is just click one button and you're in. And under the settings tab, you can also add recovery wallets and backups, so that if you ever, for some reason, lost access to your passkey or whatever you use to log in, you'll be able to recover your assets. Now, before you can actually start making money by interacting with this app, you're going to need to have some funds on it. When you hit this button here, deposit, it will show you all the different options that you have to deposit to your new wallet. So I'm actually going to make another deposit because I need to increase the amount that I have in the wallet here to interact with one of the functions of this application. So let's go to deposit. I'm going to select base, and then if you're making a deposit on one of these networks, whenever you select it, it will just give you a wallet address to copy, and you use that to send funds to and make a deposit. And you can deposit tokens or apparently even collectibles like NFTs. So I have some USDC on base, and I'm going to send that over to my Infinex wallet. Then a couple seconds later, it shows up, and so now I have a balance of $288 in the account here. Now, in terms of how you can actually earn rewards and airdrops from using this app, let's break down the different features. The wallet is where you send and withdraw funds from, and if you receive airdrops, you'll likely receive it in the wallet. So for example, I received an airdrop of some Pudgy Penguins Pengu tokens, so that is in there. Now, the vaults are where, like I said previously, you have additional abilities to have sort of on-chain backups and recoveries, and if you want to store some assets longer term, you can stick it in one of the Infinex vaults. It's pretty easy to move assets back and forth between the vault and the wallet. You literally just have to select a token and select how much you want to send over. So I could send 10 USDC from my wallet to my vault, click move, and then confirm using my device sign-in. Now, previously, these airdrops that I received were from making deposits to the vault and interacting with the app. I'm not 100% sure if in the future these things will be relevant, but it certainly can't hurt to experiment with both the wallet and the vault features. Now, let's talk about this button right here called Switch. This is where you can make swaps and bridges of different tokens. And this, I think, will certainly be relevant. So it makes sense to interact with this once you've funded your account. So, for example, I have some Pengu and I want to trade it for Fartcoin. And the great thing about this is that you can make cross-chain swaps with minimal slippage and super low fees. So for example, I can swap from USDC on Base to Fartcoin on Solana, and the slippage is less than 0.7%. And some of the potential rewards from Infinex will definitely involve the amount of volume that you've swapped or bridged through this feature right here. Now, another couple things that are important to note. You can connect accounts, so I highly recommend, especially if you're active on X or Telegram, and you want to maximize your potential earnings from this, to connect those accounts. You can connect other wallets as well. And then on the homepage, you'll notice that there's this thing right here called Yap Run. And this is for people that are tweeting or posting on X and talking about Infinex. If you do that, you can actually currently participate in earning some rewards from that. So that is another ongoing campaign and a way that you can actually make money from using this app. Now, the final thing that I wanted to talk about is Bull Run. I was doing this previously and I had kind of let it lapse for a little while, but let's talk about this. Now, in order to interact with this and to use this game, you need to have at least $250 in your Infinex wallets. That's why I just made another deposit on Base. But once you do have that, you can play this game. You can come back every day and it resets. Basically, the way that it works is every day you can open a free pack of collectible trading cards, which are these different cryptocurrencies. So I've unlocked a few packs and I've gotten quite a few of them, but I'm still missing some as well. Now, once you've opened a few packs and you've collected these cards, you can play them in the Bull Run game. So all you have to do is click this button that says choose your hand and then select which cryptocurrencies you want to play. And the idea here is you're basically trying to guess what is going to perform best over the next 24 hours. So you can select any of the cards that you've opened from different packs. And this also actually includes stablecoins. So I could select USDC or USDT. So let's just throw in a couple of other ones. I don't know, Bitcoin, ETH, and Uniswap. So I'm going to play these 5 cards for the next 24-hour period, hit confirm, and then yeah, you earn points from doing this, and there's a high likelihood that by coming back and playing this game daily, there'll be some sort of reward in the future in the form of another airdrop. And the great thing about this is that it's also free to play as long as you maintain that minimum balance of $250 in your account. So that's how you use the different features of Infinex to make money. Now let's talk briefly about some of the risks, because of course there are some. Now there is smart contract risk with this. This app is basically like a smart contract wallet. You've delegated some authorities, and while it does have some backups and you can add 2-factor authentication in settings, there could be hacks, and that's something that we always have to be aware of in crypto. Aside from that though, I do think that the team building this is pretty legit. And in terms of my overall take on whether or not it's worthwhile experimenting with Infinex, I've had an account here for a while now with a small amount of money, and it's something that I feel personally comfortable with. I know plenty of people that have 4 or 5 figures in Infinex and they sleep soundly at night. And then in terms of the actual earning potential from this, I would say it's actually pretty solid because you can earn those various airdrops that come up from time to time. There's other rewards as well, like with the Yap Run campaign, you can actually earn an Infinex airdrop as well. And it looks like there's going to be more integrations soon in terms of apps where you can earn yield, which would be good because so far if you go to the earn tab, really all I've got is kind of swapping your assets into various different versions of liquid staked tokens. This isn't bad here though, actually. So for example, if you have stable coins on Infinex, you can swap them into staked USDS, which earns a yield of approximately 4.5% per year. Oh, and also Athena Finance as well. So yeah, actually, let's go ahead and buy some staked USDE from Athena. I'll put $90 of my USDC into this. Great, minimal slippage there, less than 0.3%. And the reason why I'm swapping 90 for 76 is because this is a staked token, which means that the value of it increases over time. So the longer that you hold this token, the more valuable it becomes. Let's go ahead and make the swap. The final thing I'll say about Infinex is that you should follow them on X because they release different updates on ways that you can earn rewards. And there's always different things going on, different campaigns and prize pools. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this little guide helpful and have yourself a great day.